All right, so we just got out of the Marvel Studios film Doctor Strange, next entry in Phase 3. Do we have IMDb up? All right, so we have the cast up. We have Tilda Swinton. Swinton. Benedict Cumberbatch, of course, is Doctor Strange. I can't pronounce Mordo's name. It's Chi. Okay, yeah, him.
I love him in Serenity when he did that movie.
Yeah, him. And the villain, generic Marvel villain number 4.
You mean Hannibal?
Yeah.
Generic Marvel
villain number 4. I'm sorry, but it's just like, yo, call it as you will, but beside Loki, they don't know how to do villains. I'm sorry. Which worries me for Homecoming.
What, for Marvel in general?
Yeah. Marvel Studios. Beside Loki.
Something is in there.
Bucky.
I would systematically just dismantle the whole.
All right, so two.
Well, I'd rather have them have bad villains than have horrible movies like Fox.
I'd rather have a bad villain than a bad hero any day.
All right, so
You can build around a bad villain.
getting into the story, I'm going to say this right off the bat. Classic Stan Lee, Steve Ditko combination with this movie. Spot on adaptation about how Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange through a car accident. He gets his hands hurt. You sure you want to be out here?
I read the comic already, man.
Okay, well, through a car accident.
It's like 90% of the comic. Like 90%.
But gets his hands, messed up in the accident. He can't move them anymore. Goes on a quest, spends his last to, do healing. Ends up finding the Ancient One, and then we begin our story about how he comes to recovery and how there's a larger universe out there. Now, overall, I love the fact that finally in the Marvel Universe we're introduced to the multiverse. When I heard that, I was like, there are so many possibilities now. So, hands down, I think Doctor Strange was a good standalone Marvel movie. It's not its best when it comes to solo films. I mean, I see the arrogance definitely, like, looking forward into Phase 3 when Robert Downey Jr.'s, like, contract expires. He's going to take the new spot. But there are a lot of scenes I loved in this. I loved how the Cloak of Levitation, that was done for... The comedy was very subtle. Rachel McAdams, forgot to even mention her.
Yeah, that's true.
She was good. The small scenes you're in, it wasn't a forced love story, and I mean, definitely that one scene where, like, he tells her off. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm like, damn.
Complete savage.
Not even Tony Stark is that much of an asshole.
Exactly. It's just like,
That's the problem.
damn.
There's so many comparisons I can say about those two, just like Doctor Strange and Tony Stark. I'm like, they're both assholes in their own rights and everything else like that.
Yeah, but Strange is like,
He
bitched like her.
Yeah.
He said... Oh, you're so good, right? I'm just like, damn.
And I like Rachel McAdams' character more because
Yeah, Regina George.
Yeah, she's more better than Pepper Potts is, because Pepper's just there. At least Rachel McAdams.
Have you seen Iron Man 3?
Yeah, she's still there. She's still just there.
She fights. She
She's
defeated
still just there.
Killian.
But the
She's a
concept is,
two-dimensional character.
yeah, she's
She was
not-
always like, she was the secretary in the
Yeah.
comics.
She was never built to be like
No.
that, like attached to the.
If
the
anything,
hero.
I think the heroines, not really the heroines, but the love interest, they're at least giving them some kind of depth.
Well, it's because look at love interest star and look at the people they love. Like, I mean, you got Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, two very, very kind of generic, because it feeds off of human emotions, greed, and arrogance. So you have somebody who's a counterbalance, but I mean, look at Captain America. In different contexts, he fell in love with Black Widow. He had Carter. He had different people, but he's total opposite of Civil War. Polar opposite to Tony Stark. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he has a much, multiple dynamic of who you love. Iron Man's just like, listen, I'm an asshole. I'm rich. Love me. If not, get the fuck out. I count my money. And if
like Steven Strange, yeah,
exactly, like
same thing.
Look,
That's why
that's
so
why
together.
you have people like Pepper Potts and like I forget the character's name. Georgina or something.
No,
like that.
I was just saying Regina George
Or
because
Regina
of Mean
George.
Girls. That's
Okay,
it.
that's
I was
They're
just like, no. Her name was Christine Palmer.
Christine Palmer, okay.
Yeah.
And they're both kind of like Pepper Potts. They're both kind of the same emotional spectrum to handle people like that. Captain America has a much broader pick of women.
Yeah.
Because of he's like the American way most of the time. and that's, except for Civil War, he was an asshole. We'll get to that later. But like, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
But like, but I mean, that's why you have those kind of heroines and like actresses that gravitate towards those heroes because they push everybody away, and so when you have somebody who pushes back, they break down.
Yeah. And then I think another positive, I mean, my last positive is that kind of, I don't know, like maybe it's because it's kind of hard to watch this movie and not be I don't know, when you're a comic fan and watching this, because the fall of Mordo, like, because I knew it was going to happen because it's its arch enemy, like,
Right.
it kind of felt a little, like, just subtle at the end where it's just like, oh, by the way, I'm turning.
Should have gave, like, something should have happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Something bad.
I enjoyed it for just like, okay, we're not gonna get the full Mordor story, like
just
everything
wanted to
from.
No, it'll be in 2.
Yeah, it'll be in
Yeah.
2, but you at least get just a little bit, just to tease you, and then you get the last end credit scene with him doing what he did now and what he's gonna do for the second movie.
Yeah, it's
so
just
it's like,
like
okay,
hours.
we're just gonna tease you there, get you ready, then go full on for the second one.
Hey, Marvel might have their 3rd best villain.
Exactly. This way you.
Just- Just-
Well, like
if you
this,
can play it right,
yeah. But this way they actually build a villain, and it gives you more of a better spectrum of characters. That like you'll have your Lokis, you'll have your
Winter
Zemo,
Soldiers.
and now you'll have.
Oh.
I like Zemo for what he did because he was able to do something that no one else was able to do. So Zemo is
Plan
up
that
there.
worked too perfect.
And he's
Yeah,
still,
It's just-
but he's still alive.
Yeah,
And so like other
the
like
gift that keeps on giving.
yeah, like other characters like
cancer. That's good.
I forget the
Tell that to
character that
Deadpool.
GSP played in.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 or R.I.P. So that's good.
Yeah. Oh God.
And then
Yeah.
last bit that I have to say is negative. I gotta say, I mean, I really feel like I don't really want to see see this movie again, like in 2D. This is definitely something that's made for 3D.
3D IMAX.
Yeah, like it's made for it, but I just want to see the scenes, like literally when he's going into the alternate dimensions and stuff like that. I want to see in 3D, but the whole movie,
That preview that we
That fight
saw.
scene.
yeah,
That preview.
Yeah.
that did so much. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Especially the mirror effects. I just want to see them. Like,
They were amazing in that preview, and just seeing how it was like.
you need to see this in 3D. Like,
You
well,
have to
the
see
only
it
reason
on
why we
IMAX.
didn't is because Showtime wise, it was like the 7 or the 10,
Yeah,
and I'm just
right.
like, all
And
right,
I don't
well,
want to see 3D at this theater ever.
No.
I want to see it at a real theater.
true. But I think negative wise, it kind of ran a bit slow in the beginning. Felt a little like but overall, it's a solid entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'll give Doctor Strange a 2.5 out of 4. Solid 2.5 out of 4. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Trishawn. I'm just gonna get my score out the way. I'm gonna give it a 3. I enjoyed this movie better than the Thor movies. It's a very paced out movie. Like you gotta wait to get to the actual magic and everything else like that. And it's kind of like I didn't expect Marvel to actually go to this part yet or any time in there because you had like Thor and his world is like, oh, it's not magic, it's science and everything else like that for them. But it's like, okay, well, now we have Doctor Strange, so now you're getting to the science and realm and different things that Marvel's doing. Even if you watch like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like they are finally going into the mystical world of everything else.
right?
Yeah. And Ghost Rider right now is like now they're like the last episode they actually have Robbie Reyes and you have Johnny Blaze also. So it's like, okay, so they're in this universe and powers of like darkness and the Darkhold, like that's what the main book is they're trying to get right now. Like the Darkhold, like I expect that to be popping up somewhere in Doctor Strange. But like Doctor Strange 2, but weird shit's gonna happen. And now that you have this way of opening up into the mystical world, I want to see where it goes now. Like, how far...
Can we throw out ideas? Because I'm just saying, now that we have the multiverse introduced, we could theoretically get Blade. I'm just saying, you could.
There has been talks about actually doing another Blade movie.
No, I'm saying you can have that in because it could be that. You can have,
you literally can.
if
Because
you want the X-Men, you could. You could get. I mean, like if Fox can make a deal, which I doubt they will.
They have a deal for the TV show right now for
Yeah.
Legion.
I don't think X-Men's gonna have any more movies. Actually,
But you know what
no,
I-
they are. They're
they're
already.
gonna kill. Why? They're killing. They're
They're-
killing
no,
the
so-
comics.
But
The
they're
multiverse
doing,
exists.
No,
yeah.
but my biggest
So
dream.
does
Well,
that
they have the
mean
young X-Men, but they're killing them all.
does that mean
Yeah, it
Japanese
don't matter.
Spider-Man
They're
is
doing
now
the
canon?
rights.
Yeah.
They're
No.
doing
But
the
my biggest
New
thing for the
Mutants, and they're
multiverse
doing
is
the-
this:
Jesus Christ.
Spider-Man: Homecoming's coming out. We've had 2 actors that are cast in unidentified roles that are African American. I want a Spider-Verse movie. We can literally get a Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man all in the same movie.
That would
That
actually
makes me sick.
That
makes me feel
that
sick.
would be.
I would
Why
just
would
be
you ever
like,
do that?
I want my
Of
Spider-Man
course
before,
not.
man.
Why would you
No.
ever do
You
that?
can't
It
do a
makes me sick.
Spider-Man movie without Leopardo.
It makes me sick. I don't want any of that.
Japanese
Oh,
Spider-Man's
the
giant
Japanese
robot.
one? Oh no.
His giant robot.
I wanna give it a 3.5. I
That
wanna
thing
give the movie
saved the day in
3.5
Spider-Verse,
because
so you
I
can't
didn't-
leave that out.
The ending.
How cheesy
isn't
that
Hulk
is.
supposed to be in Thor Ragnarok, right?
Hulk is in Thor. Yeah.
Then technically the end credit scene should have been the Illuminati talking about how to get rid of Hulk.
They're doing
Oh, that should have
good
cut it.
point.
I was like,
Whoa.
that's crazy.
They're meshing Planet Hulk with Thor Ragnarok.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the movie, it should have been like them having the thing about Hulk's got to go.
But see that the
Nah,
problem with
Jack.
this is because Marvel doesn't have the rights to Xavier and
Yeah,
name
Yeah.
but remember, Xavier wasn't there at the movie. He came back.
Isn't Reed Richards a part of the Illuminati
Yeah.
also?
So
Yeah, they
they're
can't do
You
that.
can't do it because
Well, if they get the rights back, they can possibly do it down the road. But I expect Illuminati
But,
maybe
like-
Phase 4.
yeah, because
Nowhere near Phase 3
I mean,
right
Thor
now.
Ragnarok, Hulk's gonna be there, right? So how you gonna explain how he got there?
Heck, they still gotta get rights to actually doing an actual Hulk movie again because
They are
want-
sharing it with Universal.
Yeah.
That's
so they-
why Thor Ragnarok isn't really like. It's said that it's not like a Thor. This is the closest you're going to get to a Hulk movie because they can't do Hulk.
They
I don't
can't.
like.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, how are you gonna explain how Hulk got there in the first place? Like what? how
Well,
was
well,
that?
he did disappear
Yeah.
from the last movie.
Yeah, but like
so-
what happened between there? Like, there's that time frame. So a lot of people are gonna be like, where'd he
But
come
there's
from?
also a time frame
How to
with,
get to Asgard.
with spoilers for maybe 5 seconds. For the end credits for this, you see that Thor knows that Loki's not Odin, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, that credit scene is after Thor Ragnarok.
possibly.
I think
yeah.
honestly, you know what that end credit scene? I don't think it was meant to be like an end credit scene like right after this. I think they pulled what whatchamacallit, what Ant-Man pulled. How they put like the scene
Oh, okay.
from, Civil War
Yeah.
at the end. They were just like, yo, here. But I feel like we're going to see that scene again.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
you
just
might
me.
see the scene again on it. I don't know.
In a
That's-
different shot, but
Yeah.
still, you'll see that scene
I don't know
again.
how they're gonna explain how he got to Asgard. Like how did just random booster?
We'll just wait.
Just walk
Maybe it
up
was.
there?
Maybe it might have been Loki.
Well,
maybe he wanted to be a
Hulk,
distraction.
you don't want no part of Hulk.
No,
again.
maybe a
But you don't
distraction.
want that.
Just a
You don't want that
distraction.
part two.
Isn't even the next movie.
You don't want part two.
It's Guardians. Yeah, Guardians is the next movie.
Yeah.
Then it's
May 5th,
Homecoming.
yeah, and
then Homecoming. And
Something's
then
gonna
it's
happen.
Thor.
Then. Yeah, but
So
I was surprised they mentioned the words Infinity
Black
Stone.
Panther falling around in this area next year.
Black Panther
Apparently
apparently
got pushed back.
Is
Yeah, Black Panther
Yeah,
got
18,
pushed.
2018.
yeah,
pushed back.
which is
This is
fine.
weird. I was like, why is it pushed back? This is a bad sign whenever some movie gets pushed back.
No.
Well,
'cause
I
you
think
could-
the reason it got pushed back was because of Spider-Man.
They
Yeah.
just didn't want to conflict.
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why,
oh,
'cause
No,
they
that's why
Yeah.
Thor got pushed.
That's why Thor got pushed.
That's
No,
why Thor
but
got
yeah, that got
pushed.
pushed and that got pushed. They had
Yeah,
to
it
move
was like a
each
ripple
one.
effect.
idea. I was like, come on.
Yeah, but I'm fine with that. It's like give Black Panther some time so you don't
Everything
fuck
else
that
is
up.
around?
They're gonna
Yeah.
forget about him. Watch.
Yeah. You know, the only movie I know that they're probably gonna fuck up is
Who's
Captain
Hulk
Marvel.
again?
They're gonna fuck up Captain Marvel.
They're not doing origin story.
bad.
That's why I'm like I'm kind of happy.
Oh, they
As-
need. They
don't
not
need to.
They said it
They
was.
really don't.
They
Oh,
I
please
heard it was-
don't.
Yeah, they said it was.
I thought it was gonna be like
Which one? There's
flashbacks.
just three. Like which one? Which one you gonna do?
Huh?
I think
They're
there's
doing
like
the
three.
character universe. So
Okay. So yeah. So no, they're gonna fuck it up. I have a feeling. I don't want to. They're gonna.
Larson.
Yeah. They're gonna fuck it up. She's fucking stupid. So she's they're gonna.
she
fuck
got
it
an
up.
Oscar now. So.
So three for your score.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, 3 for mine.
All right.
Bucky from HSM&M. I'm gonna give my score out real fast too. I'm gonna say 3.5
Really?
out of 5.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 5 for me.
Yeah.
You guys fuck up the score.
exactly. I'm just like out of five.
Well, like I said,
I would say
this
out
is
of
the HSM.
this one has to be Marvel's most visually stunning one to me. I mean, you have to see it to believe it. I mean, like it's just there. I mean, it's sad we didn't see it in 3D because some of the stuff we saw is 3D. I just messed that up. If we saw it in 3D, it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole fight scene would have been beautiful in 3D.
I'm kind of upset that you
Again,
missed
it's
that
the
preview
Showtimes.
because that
Yeah.
preview they did show some
Oh
of that
my
fight,
gosh.
Yeah.
and it was amazing.
I was pissed when I had to miss that. I was like, damn.
It's all right. No. Again, like if I'm gonna see the scenes in 3D again, but I don't know about the whole movie. So
I mean, I agree the movie was kind of slow here and there. I mean, also got to remember it's not like all the other Marvel movies where it's all like
not exploding randomly.
smash and grab
Let's go
and
through
throw
stuff.
everything around and blow everything up. This one is just all magic. I mean, yeah, it's kind of fun because it's different.
Yeah. You haven't had a slow intro like that since Captain America, the first movie.
oh yeah, with the
been a
Tesseract,
while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot the Eye Agamotto. That's an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, I told him mention when he
yeah.
mentioned the word Infinity Stone. He was
Yeah.
like,
How many is
there
that
you go.
now? We have Vision, Agamotto,
4.
the Tesseract, which is in the Scepter,
Yeah.
and then the Orb from Guardians. So they need
That's
one.
five.
We
Yeah,
got 5
one
because
more.
the
They need one
ether,
more.
Is Loki stabbed?
the ether from
Yes.
Thor.
Yeah.
He was
Thor
it was,
2.
Yeah.
Oh, so we
So-
have all 5.
Yeah,
So
we
yeah,
have 'em all,
we
so-
finally have all 5 now. All right.
So,
Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're getting so close. So close.
We're boned.
yeah, I know we're boned. I mean, we got Justice League in the middle, but I don't really want to talk about that. So
I don't
I'll
know,
pass it
that's-
on to someone else.
All right.
That's so funny. I'm good.
I'll go. Sure, why not?
Justice League in the middle. They'll save us.
Justice League's getting butt raped.
Who saw the new trailer for Wonder Woman?
Beast.
I'm calling it now. 60% and $800 million.
800 million?
800
Yeah,
million.
it'll reach up there. The trailer was really good. I was really surprised.
I still need to see that. I still need to see the new trailer.
That definitely made me a fan.
So strange.
Okay, this is actually probably one of my first introductions to Doctor Strange. I've been more my entire life. I've been more of a DC guy, so this entire thing is pretty like this whole Marvel universe is like a lot of my introduction to a lot of the Marvel characters. And I got to say, like seeing this, I'm a Doctor Strange fan now. I definitely want to get into the comics and read some of the stories because I am a big fan of like Dungeons and Dragons and like a bunch of like fantasy stuff. So this is actually right up my alley. The visual effects in this, thank you. The visual effects on this are just like probably some of my favorite visual effects I've seen so far in the Marvel universe.
At the end, if you noticed, see, it's kind of like Steve Ditko kind of drew this as little Easter eggs. Sometimes Doctor Strange does the thing where he does the illusions like that, just like Spider-Man. He did that at the end. I was like, oh, and he had the yellow gloves in the mid-credit scene. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yes.
And I'm seeing that. Like,
yeah.
I need to see we keep saying this. This is definitely a film that you want to see in 3D just for the visual effects alone, because manipulating reality just does not look as stunning as it would in 3D. The way that they animate like everything and how it moves and all of that is just visually stunning.
All hell breaks loose.
Again, a little slow in the beginning, but I kind of like that because you get to know him a little bit more. You get to know about like, what drives him, and seeing him come from where his hands are all fucked up at the beginning to pretty much becoming a master of sorcery at the end. Just stunning, and yeah.
So,
I would definitely say probably a 3.5 for me.
Alright.
Definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies so far. Interesting thing I want to say is I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what will happen when Tony Stark and Doctor Strange meet and seeing those two like huge egos just clashing against each other.
But I think it's going to be interesting because Tony Stark's going to be more, because remember, by the end of the movie, he was, by the end of the movie, he was a lot more like calm. 'Cause
Right.
He saw all hell's breaking loose. I can't be the same, and that's what I took off points for. Was that in the comics he does everything, everything's great, and one origin story he takes John into the eye of
Agamotto.
and he uses the power, but he always in every origin story has fixed his hands. At the end of
I think in time he will. Like
yeah,
they'll
and
definitely
it's funny 'cause
show
I
it.
thought
like-
at the end he would, because that would be his. That's was to get over himself, and then kind of at the end he did. But I thought that's what happened, and I was like, oh shit, because in the comics he always does, and every origin story he always does this thing. He always fixes his hands at the end, kind of symbolizing that he's moving or seeing past himself. So I was like, all right. Other than that, it was amazing.
Nice. All right, so the overall score for the Guys Night Crew is a 3 out of 4 for Doctor Strange. So, all right, Marvel, look, they have yet to fail. I mean, well, Thor kind of, but still, yet to fail.
Of this multiverse,
What?
are we going to get the Watcher?
Oh, well, I don't. Fox. I think that's a Fox-owned thing.
That's a Fox. Yeah, that's a Fox.
But I'd love to see the Watcher. Oh yeah, I'd love to see the Watcher in the Marvel universe. For him to just
we seem to be slowly getting more and more properties back from, or at least
Yeah.
more and more companies back into the fold, so
at
we
least
can
20,
keep
yeah.
this universe going. Maybe we'll get back the stuff from Fox.
Who Fox owns what? X-Men.
Fox has
X-Men,
X-Men and
Fantastic
Fantastic Four.
Okay, I mean they can do the same thing with this.
And,
Hey, look how much money we made.
and obviously Deadpool
Yeah.
through X-Men.
Yeah.
but
So
But you know what? Honestly, that might not. I mean, like honestly, because of how poorly it did, they might get Fantastic Four, especially because of the TV rights.
Yeah.
So they might happen. I mean, again, everybody said, "Oh, Spider-Man's
But
not
then
going to be a part of."
we have something big coming that something big is coming. You know, isn't there some sort of like big announcement or whatever that as to who they have?
I don't know. I know
Like,
that.
or was that
They're making some
or
kind
was
of-
that the
The
TV
big
or was that the
announcement was,
TV
what,
deal that
63
they were working
characters?
together?
It might be the TV deal. I mean, they could announce something. You never know.
Yeah, because like for getting the TV show going on.
There has to be a negotiation.
Yeah, so it's like
a
probably
compromise.
a deal. Like maybe we could actually get Wolverine since they're
No.
getting rid of him.
They're probably going to get Fantastic
I would
Four.
love that Wolverine with the Avengers. I just want that. I just want Hugh Jackman
Would be
there.
No, he's done playing
I
it.
know,
Yeah.
but I would just love it, or at least someone be Wolverine.
I would love to see.
He's gone.
Yeah.
No more X-Men movies with him.
Actually, do you know who originally was? I was like, oh my gosh, when they were first doing the X-Men movie, you know who originally was thought to be like the spot on Wolverine, and I was like, what the fuck?
The Greg Scott.
Well, him too, but Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny
because
DeVito,
they
he has
wanna
a
do
short,
like the comics, like hey, like Wolverine's
short. So I'm just like,
Like,
Danny
he's like,
DeVito as
"Yeah,
Wolverine. He's like, I can just picture him in his like penguin gear, like, hey, Bob, get over here and I'll get you. I'm like, the
Is it bad to say that I would love to see Deadpool at least cameo in the Marvel
He's
universe?
trying. He's trying.
They already did kind of with the helicopter carry. Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Hydra Bob.
Yeah. All right, so that concludes this podcast. So until, where'd your friend go?
Yeah, don't worry about him.
All right, so until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
Bucky.
Rashawn.
Charlie.
All right, remember we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time, we're out.